Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10. Have you missed me? Sorry, I've been away for a couple of days on a family emergency with a very seriously ill relative. But how are you? I hope you're well. We talk about property here all day, every day, live at 10 o'clock every morning. Hope you're doing well today. The weather outside is, well, it was -2 when I came in this morning and -3 on the way. So quite a shocker out there. I hope you're managing to stay warm. As you can imagine, our management services, our engineers for heating are absolutely ran off their feet. And some of the things, one of the obvious things to check is your condensate pipe. You know that plastic pipe that runs out the back of the boiler? Not the big thick one, the little tiny one. That is just a pipe for condensation. Sometimes that freezes up, and when it does, the whole boiler shuts down. And you just put a bit of hot water over that, just boil a kettle and run a kettle over that, and that will defrost it. And sometimes that's often been the problem for us. But now our tenants are all well versed in that, so that's not the problem this year. This year it's other things, bits and pieces. So I hope you're doing well. Notice a couple of things in the press. Big news today is going to be the Monetary Policy Committee meeting of the Bank of England. Now, these are the people that set interest rates for the Bank of England, and therefore for the rest of us, very much at their mercy. And with inflation running at all-time highs, guess what? We can expect that there's going to be another hike, at least another one, probably two. I'm suspecting this time around it's probably going to be a 0.5 point, and we'll hear on this later on today. Of course, that's not necessarily reflected in people's mortgage rates, because if you're on a fixed rate, it won't affect you. This is not mortgage advice, by the way. If you're on a tracker rate, it most certainly will affect you, and your tracker will track by exactly what the Bank of England puts up, plus whatever percentage your lender has put on. So tough times, and a tough Christmas for everybody, no doubt. Is it heating or eating? For many people, I know that's a choice, and it's a very, very sad time in that regard. In terms of the property market, well, business as usual, really. I'm surprised at the resilience of it, to be honest. It's been very resilient and very busy right the way up. Normally now, at this point, we're quite dead, but we've been mad busy. Of course, lots of completions to push through ahead of the Christmas period. Lettings-wise, just not enough stock around for people. That seems to be the main thing. But apart from that, glad to be back and with you. A couple of bits of news I've seen as well. This is one that I saw in the Evening Standard. Property bosses urge Gove to boost housing in the rental crisis. Senior property industry figures have written to Michael Gove, and they're saying that they want a huge increase in housing supply to solve the rental crisis in the private rented sector. And the letter to the Secretary of State for Levelling Up Housing Communities is signed by William Reeve, Chief Executive of the lettings platform Good Lord, and Ben Beadle, the CEO of the National Residential Landlords Association. It says government policies are driving up the cost of being a landlord. As a result, we see negative repercussions on rental supply, with many landlords leaving the sector. The letter continues, by failing to encourage adequate supply, the government policy is directly contributing to sharp increases in rental prices. And I would echo that. If you want to help the housing market, you have to increase supply. And the only way to increase supply is to start incentivizing people to buying houses to let. And that's what needs to be done. Apart from that, hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the sunshine while it's out. It is actually sunny out there now, cold as it is. And we'll be back same time tomorrow with another edition. Till then, look after yourselves and your families. Ciao.